Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who said we wouldn't never stand a chance? Distant lovers never have romance. The risks we take when we get too close. We gon' see who really love the most. All this chaos and anxiety make me wanna feel you next to me. We bend the rules, ain't no going back. Who going viral on the daily track? I felt my quarantine love. I felt my quarantine love. Who the opposite of for the low? And spread the word like it's for show, for show. All the wealth they have is fading fast. But our connection is ours to last. But I'm
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the Kodo MC, aka Joseph Anthony Norman. I just want to remind you to get your physical exercise in, get your mental exercise in, and as always, build your spirit. Today, we're talking about freedom of speech. Now, freedom of speech, what does that mean to you? I have one example. Say, for instance, I'm a rapper, okay? And I want people to hear my message. I want people to hear my songs. I want people to bounce to my beats. And all I want to do is get on the Breakfast Club, okay? Now, if I call the Breakfast Club and they don't allow me to be on the Breakfast Club and spread my message, is that a violation of freedom of speech? No, it's not. They're not obligated to let you speak on their platform. The same way it is for social media. The same way it is for Amazon servers. They don't have to allow you to use their platform, and it's pretty much at their discretion. Now, when you signed up for these app services and you decided to click that little button that says okay, 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 when you download the app, which is the terms of service, then you agree to abide by those terms of services laws. And if you don't abide by them, they can kick you off their platform, which happened to Parler and which happened to Donald Trump. So when you want to blanket freedom of speech and say that I could say anything I want and there be no consequences, then, well, that's where you're wrong. There's consequences to freedom of speech. You know, God said, you will be judged by every idle word that proceedeth out of your mouth. Now, some people will want to play semantics and say, well, I didn't actually say that. I typed it. Well, play that game if you want to. But what I'm going to encourage you to do is watch your words. Your words are powerful. And when you use your words to either manipulate, to incite, then you reap what you sow. So that's basically my message for people that are upset about tech companies. And I'll just go ahead and just share this tweet with y'all, man, where I let me pull it up first. And let me see. I don't even know how to get to my own. How do I get to my own profile over here? Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. But they don't have to allow you on their platform if they don't agree with it. It's just like no shirt, no shoes, no service, man. If you don't want to wear a shirt in the store, then they go ask you to leave. If you don't want to wear a mask in the store, some stores might ask you to leave. If you have a problem with it, just go to a store that doesn't allow mask or don't do masks or whatnot. And that's the same with, your app. Everybody switched over to Parler, but Parler is with AWS, Amazon Web Services, and they don't have to host you. So just go buy your own servers. Anyway. I don't know why everybody. Now I understand why they're upset because they can't spew their vile, but on the other hand, if you hold on, I think I almost found it. On the other hand, if if you want to circumvent that, then you have to be vertically integrated. And that's what I say on a tweet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and read this right here. I say, if you want freedom of speech, you need to be vertically integrated. Apple don't have to let you in their app store, which they don't. Twitter don't have to let you on their app, which they don't. And Amazon don't have to let you on the app on their servers. Now, you still have freedom of speech without all of these companies. Just ain't nobody go hear you. So what I suggest is that Trump take his billions and billions and billions and do the following. Purchase a Chinese tech company to manufacture your hardware. You're going to need a good phone, all right? If you can't use an iPhone because of the App Store, if you can't use a Google phone, then you're going to have to make your own hardware. And yeah, you can say it's difficult, but man, you can get a smartphone for like $20. So I'm sure you can make one for like 5 cents. But anyway, then you need to buy your own servers and set up management. Okay, you need to have a clean room, servers, stay nice and cool. I don't know what they do, but do the research. You figure it out. And then I'm sure out of all of these 75 million people that voted for Trump, you can find a couple of people that can build your a native OS so you can host these apps. And then you can say whatever you want. I'm going to give you an example of why I don't believe any of you fools talking about they really, promote freedom of speech. Because if you don't recall, I'll go ahead and look it up, man. If you don't recall, Louis Farrakhan was kicked off of all of social media just because he said that those were the fake Jews and these are the real Jews. He never sought out violence on them, but they still kicked him off all of these platforms. Now, did anybody complain? I didn't hear none of y'all complaining when Louis Farrakhan was kicked off these platforms. Can y'all please explain that to me? I know ain't nobody in the chat right now, but you will be. And I want y'all to explain that to me. Even if it's 50 years from now and y'all are looking at this. Why were y'all so silent when Louis Farrakhan got kicked off all of social media? But now, since Donald Trump got kicked off, y'all all up in arms. One was inciting violence, one wasn't. I mean, that seems a little unfair, doesn't you think? Anyway, let me see here. Let me look this up. Real quick. So, Louis Farrakhan, as you know, is the leader of the Nation of Islam. Okay. the oh yeah, he called this vaccine toxic waste too. YouTube. Let me see here. Here you go. Let me pull this up for y'all. CT Jewish Ledger. I don't know what this is, but I know that this they picked up this article from the World News. But anyway, YouTube removes Louis Farrakhan's Nation of Islam channel. Wow. Nobody said nothing about this. So YouTube has removed the video channel of Nation of Islam, the organization led by Louis Farrakhan. YouTube said it removed the channel on October the 2nd, citing its policies against hate speech. We have strict policies prohibiting hate speech on YouTube and terminate any channel that repeatedly or egregiously violates these policies. I can't even say that right now. Said in a statement, YouTube said it has removed 25,000 channels for hate speech. Okay, Louis Farrakhan is a longtime vehement anti-Semite. That's a lie. Who has rallied against wicked Jews. There are wicked Jews. They're wicked everybody. Praised Adolf Hitler. How? Condemned the synagogue of Satan. What? Likened Jews to termites and accused them of controlling the U.S. government. Is that false? I mean, how is that not true? He also has a history of homophobia. Well, I mean, if you're Muslim, like, come on now. This past summer, a string of celebrities defended and praised Farrakhan and echoed his anti-Semitic rhetoric. July 4th speech called the Jews the enemy of God has viewed more than 1 million times. Okay, YouTube has also removed white supremacists from its platform this year, included Richard Spencer and David Duke. Okay, that was, I mean, trash article, but you get the point. They removed Louis Farrakhan and nobody said a damn thing. All right. Anyway, that's just one of many examples that I can show you guys. But just because Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or anybody bans you from their platform doesn't mean that they are banning you from the freedom of speech. You can still go out into the middle of the street and yell and scream and do whatever you want. People might look at you crazy, but I'm just saying, you still have freedom of speech. All right. But you don't have freedom of threats from threats like that. I don't know. I'm saying why you can sit here and threaten a bunch of people and think that you can't yell fire in the theater either, man. But that doesn't violate freedom of speech. Anyway, I'm tired of talking about this. Whatever, man.